The first day was over, and so were all the trials and tribulations it had brought. As a new dawn rose, so did my hopes for the day that was yet to come. The basic framework of my base was complete. All was looking well. All I would have to do was get over there and set up plant species on the roof. Then, with the design of my base, I would be near unraidable. The issue comes from the fact that it would take 12 hours for these plants to grow. And I'm not in some hidden little grove. I'm right here, South 1. Everyone knows where I live. I gotta survive the next 12. Everything would be perfect. Returning back to base, I found everything more or less how I'd left it, with a few exceptions. Apparently someone just wants to be a dick for no reason to destroy the bed. Like, I don't know why people waste their time doing things like that. It was time to get back to work, and there was plenty of that, especially for one man. So I thought I'd go out and get some harvesting dinos to help lighten the burden. First on my list, trike. Level 3 female. That should get the job done. This one wants to come at me. You'll make a nice saddle. Ow, what the fuck? Someone was shooting at me. I had to protect my trike. Homeboy's got a pistol too! What the fuck? What the fuck? They're just gunning me! Fuck the trikes. There's no way I was gonna win that. Yeah, so those trikes are just dead meat. Oh, I get jumped by 2 boys with pistols. Like, that's fucking sick. I just got back. They absolutely just fucking spammed me with lead. They just kind of like stand around like dopes doing nothing. I don't know what the fuck you're just standing around for, but... They were acting strange. They refused to fight me even when they had the upper hand. Wait, what? I was confused, and I didn't even know if I should keep attacking them. Turns out I had been a long-time fan of the channel, Kiwi. Or some of you better know him, Level 5 Tech Dodo. Now this whole time while I'd been trying to kill them, they had been trying to reach into contact with me and basically tell me to stop trying to kill them. And with Kiwi was another longtime fan of the channel, John Mark Gibson. Okay, a little bit of a blue-on-blue incident. I'm glad to hear my trikes aren't going to be dead, though. They're offering me terror birds, but I'm okay. Honestly, I appreciate... If I can figure out how to spell appreciate. Thanks for the... I'll just say thanks for the offer, because I can't spell appreciate. With peace now returned to the land, I could get back to taming my trike. Get the fuck out of here, you bobs. I'll be fucking around near my trike. The access to the trike's inventory. Alright, yeah, just come and steal my berries. I'd love for you to come and just fucking take my berries. So you're just fucking dead now. You better get out of here, little Bob man. Get on out of here. Just fucking leave. I don't care. I'm not even a chance at the guy I just killed. Hello, I'm French. You're French? You're French! You're probably French too. Arrow sticking through his head. Get on out of here, frog. Nice little parasaur. Fucking bear traps. My buddies had decided to spring, pun intended, a little prank on me. I just got pranked. I suppose that ought to help you out of that. Whether intentionally or not, he had also fallen for his own trick of stepping into a bear trap he left right outside my base. Of course I helped him out, we were just having some lighthearted fun. All's well that ends well. Alright, I gotta keep an eye out for bear traps from now on. Shortly after my trike finished, things were looking great. I had people in the area that were just fun to be around, and progress was really starting to ramp up. Things were looking good. So now it was time to get plant species X growing. And boy, let me tell you, it's not an easy process. So first I would have to tame a trike in order to get berries. And these berries can be split into two different groups for the purpose of this. Every other berry, and then stem berries. I feed stem berries to Phiomia, which I also need to tame, to get feces out of it. I then feed it normal berries to make sure it doesn't literally starve to death from shitting its own guts out. These feces then need to be set into compost bins, which I have to craft. I then put 3 feces and 100 thatch in a compost bin and leave that for 1 hour. That will then give me 1 fertilizer, which is enough for 1 plant species X. Parasaur detected an enemy. Get out of here. Yeah, you want to fight, alright. Didn't even land a hit, by the way. With the interloper now dispatched, it was time to start farming up the rest of the stuff I'd need for plant species X. And right about now, it's time to go across the river and start farming up large crop plots. Oh shit. Oh shit! Accidentally come across someone's base. People that build like this are usually pretty damn smart. This was a really hidden base, and the only reason I found it is I chopped some of the rocks nearby. I think this would be worth blowing into. The guy lives on a mountain that's super resource rich. It was settled. I'd come back and raid this base later, as soon as I had the means and the time to do so. How the fuck is there a bear trap in my goddamn base? Did they really parachute a guy over? Just to drop this in, oh my lord. I'm not even safe within my own walls. Alright, I'm just gonna kill him. I don't want to fuck. What the fuck? Oh no. This was the worst possible situation. Someone had pulled up outside my base with a turret raft. Now I'm not even going to pretend to hide my dislike for this strategy. Essentially with a turret raft, you create this bubble around you that nobody is allowed to go into because, well, they're going to get shot and pretty much instantly killed by your turrets because they're incredibly strong in arc. Now this can be annoying enough to encounter when you're going around roaming or trying to harvest resources. But when there's literally one right outside your base, it creates this weird situation where you get shot by turrets on your own fucking land. Needless to say, I was not happy that this was happening. I love turret rafts. They're my favorite mechanic in Ark. Fucking turret rafts. Again, I'm just gonna turtle up and wait for Such a lame mechanic. At the same time, Kiwi and John Mark Gibson both returned from the Terror Bird taming expedition. They had the raft planted nearby and saw the turret raft as well. Baiting the turrets might be a move. I decided that the best strategy forward was to try to bait all the fertilizer out of the plants. 1 fertilizer equals 3 minutes of shooting. This early into the wipe, I find it very hard to believe that they have any fertilizer at all. In fact, I don't even have 1 yet. There's no way these guys have enough ammo to keep up a continuous assault. And it's really the only option I have. No, we're just gonna do this till they're out of ammo. I don't think they can even hit me. I had found a peculiar spot where I could stand, and the plants would attempt to shoot me, but they would always miss, so I could just stand here, and they would waste all their fertilizer trying to shoot me, which is perfect. This is exactly what I needed, and these plants would be out of ammo very, very soon. So I just sat there, and they kept shooting and shooting. Far longer than they really should have been. By now, I was under the impression these guys had been duplicating their fertilizer. Having plant species this early into the wipe would have been incredibly difficult using compost bins or dung beetles, but exceedingly easy if you had been duplicating it. Not to mention that these plants had been firing for much longer than a modest supply of fertilizer would have allowed. He's turning them off. I'm tempted to parachute over there and just try looting them. I think I just hit him. Did I knock him out? Please tell me I just knocked him out. Ah shit, they're back on. A near fatal miscalculation. I had assumed they'd turned their plants off to save the fertilizer, but they'd actually changed them to short range. When I knocked someone out and meant to go up and loot them, they fired upon me when I got closer. And now I was stuck clinging to their side of the raft in one of the few blind spots they had. Someone else is in the water here. I had barely managed to make it back alive, and all my armor was scuffed almost beyond use. But I did learn one useful thing. This guy's tribe name. So I reckon it's time to add him to the list of enemies. Their name? Chad Nations. John Mark Gibson and Kiwi had decided they would start to fight back. They employed the use of firearms to snipe them whenever they went on their roof. Not a bad idea. They then decided to attempt a grenade raid on them, and this was failed before it really even started. The combination of Plant Species X and the fact that they're on a raft meant there was pretty much nowhere for the grenades to land before they blew up. So it was pretty much just a waste of grenades. At this point we had expended almost all of our proactive measures, except one that I didn't want to use because it was an exploit. Now all we could do was sit around and react to whatever they did. However, there was some loot in my raft that I wanted to get out of there before they got any smart ideas about raiding it, since literally there was nothing I could do to stop them from raiding it because of their plants. So I was going to try to make a desperate run for it. I died trying to do it, but it didn't really matter. I had no gear on me, and the fact that I was missing from my base didn't make it any less secure. If they decided to raid it, my presence didn't matter. The plants would simply kill me. Could you tell that I was getting annoyed by this point? No! Stop! Stop! Ah! I tanked for the bird. Is he okay? I saw it getting bloody, so I knew it had to come in. And we're fucking dead. Come on, shoot at me, shoot at me, shoot at me, shoot at me. That right there shows exactly why I hate turret rafts. This might be the only time in a game where you can describe something as literally requiring zero skill. All you do is drive the raft somewhat close to something and your turrets will almost instantly kill it. You don't have to aim, you don't have to time anything correctly, you don't have to put any thought into it, you just go near something and it dies. Without a doubt the dirtiest strategy in the game, excluding cheats and exploits. The only counter to it is to try to drain the turrets. But guess what? You can't do that because they're literally duplicating fertilizer. With literally being spawn killed by their turret raft, I had to spawn somewhere else. But once I returned, I found that they were packing up their bags and leaving. The siege had been lifted. If there was one silver lining to the whole situation, it was that I had been reminded that I really should hurry up and get my plant species growing already. So, in earnest, I went to search for Ephiomia. On my search for Ephiomia, I also found an iguanodon. Might as well tame this thing, they're pretty dope. By the time I ended up finding the pig I wanted to tame, my crossbow had broken, so I had to use a, let's say, more crude method of knocking him out. Alright, come here, you fat bitch. Nice, Phiomia's tamed. Alright, let's get these bitches home. That was a stressful journey. No, what? Whistle passive, don't come here, don't come here, get out of here, get out of here. Alright, come on, we gotta sacrifice them. Phiomia, move! God damn it, I had no choice, I had to sacrifice the iguanodon. I tried to whistle for them to go away, the button didn't work. Whatever, it was a sacrifice that had to be made. Glad someone was there to make it. With that slightly annoying ambush out of the way, it was time to get back to business. I now had all the key pieces to start growing Plant Species X, so it was time to get started. With all the Plant Species X now seeded and fertilized, it was just a matter of time. 12 hours to be exact. 12 hours until I was safe. With the plant species now growing, there's no better time to go raid that base I found hidden among the rocks. Damn it, bro. Well, this is happening like right next to the base I want to raid, so I better just fucking go and wipe everyone here off the map. Alright, because I don't want them fucking with me in the middle of a raid. Hello, I'm French. Oh, it's French. Or French. Don't shoot me. If you fucking shoot me, I swear to God, I will kill you and everything you fucking own. I'll try to be nice. I'll take a risk here. Did you send your shit after me? Shoot. Yeah, okay. That's all I needed. Start with you. Goodbye. Get out of here. Alright, man. Hey, this is what happens when you try to show them a little bit of mercy. Now you want to be friendly, huh? After whistling all your shit to come after me? And then shooting me in the head with the fucking arrow. Now it's time to be friendly, right? So with the local annoying Bobs dispatched, it was time to get back to the actual raid I wanted to do. Let's see what you got in there. Smithy. Yeah, this is basically the layout I expected. What's here? So fucking annoying. Get the fuck out of here. I saw a long neck in there. That's good. Some armor pieces, PT saddle. Good amount of chitin. Good amount of metal. Very, very good amount of metal. Yeah, sorry man, I don't mean you no harm by this. You just have resources that I wanted. This really is nothing personal. Like, I know it's a meme to say that, but... So here's all the loot I got from the raid. A good set of armor. It's gonna be some annoying little fucker, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, bola me. Bola me. I'm in the water, retard. That was your only bola, wasn't it? You packed a single fucking bola. What do you have now? Some arrows? Yeah, you want to arrow me, right? Oh, you want to... Not even arrow. Just a slingshot. Okay. I'm never assuming the best out of anyone ever again. Everyone I see is hostile until proven otherwise, in my books. I can't assume the best from people anymore. Did he really just leave his door open? I'll take those, because I like the irony of raising his own children from him. I returned back to base of Victor. The trauma from the turret raft had healed, and what was left in its place was a sense of just feeling good, you know? Some Bobs mess with me, I kill them. I find a base, I raid it, things were looking up. What the fuck? Yo, gang wars. Oh no. Turret Raft's back. Good times were over. It was time to nestle back into another siege. Chad Nations was back with their turret raft. And this time, I somehow felt like they were more prepared than ever. If you want to find out what happens next, if I manage to survive the siege, if they raid me, If something else happens, who knows? The only way to figure that out is by subscribing and watching the video when it comes out. Who would have thought? If you like the video, you can like it, and if you want to financially support me, the link to my Patreon is in the description down below. Thanks to Level 5 Tech Dodo and Dylan DeVillain for being very epic. Level 5 Tech also says, everyone that's not on the screen, well, they're just a Bob.